Do you believe that Trey Lance is auditioning for other teams? And I think it starts with the Las Vegas Raiders, a team who they have Jimmy Garoppolo, but he still hasn't been cleared. And I'm pretty sure they're assuming that he will. But they have like this thing where there's no guarantees if he doesn't pass his physical. And ultimately, they can either let him go or he has to play on a contract that's not guaranteed to him at all. Uh, would it make sense for them to be practicing against the 49ers? They see Trey Lance doing very well. Oh, man, this Trey Lance is lighting it up, and they're seeing it in preseason. They're like, man, then maybe he goes into the game, lights it up. Now, again, I don't know if that's going to happen, but let's say it looks like what we saw in the first preseason game against the Packers. And he throws, 5 or 6 passes. He completes 4 or 5 of them. One's a bomb for a touchdown. Looks good. And you're like, okay, is this somebody that we might look to long term? So we'll kind of get into specific teams, but do you think that right now, and even in the minds of the 49ers, that Trey Lance is auditioning for other teams during training camp and the preseason?
Yeah, I mean, I think yes. I think he's auditioning for other teams. He's auditioning for our team. I think there's been a lot of assumptions that Brock Purdy will be ready week 1, and it's pointing that way, and we're all hoping for that. But the more he misses, he's already missed OTAs and minicamp, and the more he misses of, like, say, training camp and preseason, the harder it'll be just to pop him in there week 1. So I'm not one of the people saying that he will be there week 1. I mean, personally, we've heard a lot of people talk about when Purdy will be ready. We've heard John Lynch say he thought training camp. We heard Kyle say 6 to 8 months. The national media's got their own narrative they're running with. I had Dr. Nirav Pandya on my show, and he said week 3 at the soonest, he thought. I had Dr. Jesse Morse on my show. He said he'd be surprised if Purdy starts week 1. So, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens with that. But, yeah, Trey Lance is auditioning for everyone, for the 49ers, for the Vikings, the Raiders, maybe the Tennessee Titans, right? Rand Carthon went there. They're having some QB issues. Maybe I think we mentioned the Atlanta Falcons, Desmond Ridder, who knows how good he is. There's a lot of teams that could use a better QB. And I'm not saying Lance is yet, but I think a lot of people see what he could grow into be. And they might be a little more patient to work him up and get him there.